We're doing Rockbusters.
Go on then. Oh.
Right, we brought it back. This is where I give a cryptic clue.
Wow.
And some initials, and you work it out and you win some stuff.
Yeah. I was going to tell you what the prizes are. Needless to say, they're mediocre prizes for a mediocre quiz.
Sure, okay, yeah. Well, it's DVDs and VHS. Yeah, VHS. Who's still got that?
Right, so there's three of them, and what you can do now, we've tweaked it a bit.
Okay.
You can text in. Mm-hmm. Right, so you can email or text.
We've tweaked it a bit.
Right.
83XFM is the text, or it's ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Is that what it is? 83XFM?
That's it.
That is good, though, and it's convenient, because who's got their laptop up and running and texting? So it's just at your phone. Brilliant.
All right.
Mine couldn't do that. I don't know how to do that on my phone. I don't know how to get...
What do you mean? What do you mean?
My brother wanted my postcode. He said text it to me. I couldn't work out how to do WC and 1.
That's because you're an old man.
So I had to write out WC1.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I didn't know how to do it. It won't do it for me.
Pathetic.
It's ridiculous. Go on.
Well, it's 83936 if you have that problem. Right?
Right, come on, we get on with the quiz. I don't know. There's too many numbers now.
Three clues. Here we go. First one is, this Teletubby has got lice. Right?
This Teletubby has got lice.
This Teletubby has got lice.
Right.
The initial there is P, so it's a band or an artist that starts with P, and the clue is, this Teletubby has got lice. Right?
Yep.
Second one.
I'm really already not holding out much hope for this. Working out. Go on.
Right. Second one. I've just messed that first one up.
Oh, for Christ!
But when I give it out later, I'll sneak it in without. Right. Just don't repeat anything I say.
You're an idiot. You really are an idiot. No, play a record. Play a record. Play a record. You're a fool. Play a record.
Let me just.
No. You've ruined it. You're an idiot.
It's off. Ludicrous.
Red Vines by Amy Mann. Brilliant, that, isn't it?
Very good.
On XFM 104.9. Well, Karl mucked up Rockbusters, as usual. I mean, you know what? I like it when he mucks up early, because it doesn't waste people's lives for 40 minutes realising he's mucked it up at the end. Yeah. So, obviously, people are already... They know what it is. They know what it is already. They've said, well, it's police, isn't it? You meant to say nits instead of lice. Yeah. You're an idiot. So that one's gone. So what have you got next?
Right, so that's just an idea. If you haven't heard it before, that's how my head works. Right, this Teletubby has got nits.
So Po.
P, so Po is a Teletubby.
Yeah. So when he says cryptic, it's not only what the answer is, it's what the question was meant to be.
Sure.
So...
All right, so there's only 2, so you've got even a better chance of winning than that.
Well...
So, the second one is, I'm saving that money to buy condoms. All right? Think about it.
Easy. Too easy. Right?
JC.
Yeah, right, well, that's so everyone's got that one. I feel like saying it now.
Yeah, but don't.
Well, that's rubbish.
Yeah, but you've got to have an easy one in there, otherwise people get bored, don't
First one was easy, we gave them the answer.
Yeah, but hang on.
That's the easiest one we've ever had. Police.
And the second one is...
Yeah.
When you're making bread, add a little bit of colour for a change. All right? When you're making bread, add a little bit of colour, just change things a little bit.
What are the initials?
Right? D.
Just D?
Just D, right? So, what you've got there, I'm saving that money to buy condoms, the initials JC.
Yeah, that's easy, yeah. Next.
And when you're making some bread, just chuck some colour in there.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Change it a bit.
Like the clue. The clue changes every time. The clue changes every time. Unlike the Times crossword, the clue changes every time it's said.
83XFM if you want to text it, or it's ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'll win some
rubbish.
Stuff on that.
Pointless.
Anyway, just rather than reading out the A to Z, right? Are we doing Rockbusters answers?
Oh, yeah. Go on then.
Right,
listen, this has got Chris Moyles, The Breakfast Show, on Radio 1. This sort of stuff.
Well, listen,
Go on.
Have we got a winner, Steve?
We have. I'll check that in a minute.
All right.
Yeah,
you find a good winner.
Yeah.
The Rockbusters clues. The first one was, this Teletubby has got nits.
Well, we know
We've done that. That was police.
Yeah,
right?
Rubbish. You ruined it.
Right, the second one, I'm saving that money to buy condoms.
Too easy. Johnny Cash.
That was Johnny Cash.
Rubbish.
And the third one was, when you're making bread, add a bit of colour for a change and sort of, change the colour of it.
Right.
Right? That was Dido. They got that. Give us a winner.
Well, the reason I've given this person the prizes is just because she's from Switzerland.
Sure.
She's listening in Geneva in Switzerland. So, I mean, good luck to Tina. And she wins those prizes.
Who did she want to win the war?
Don't know. I don't think she had an opinion.
Really? You sure?
Yeah.
They say that, but I reckon they wanted us to win, really.
Do you think so?
I reckon so.
Do you think that was true of all the wars? They were always on our side, really.
I'd get her to just, if she's still in there, who did most Swiss people, maybe sort of like over 50, want to win the war? England or
recent
Germany?
war or the original war?
The Second World War.
The best war?
Yeah, the main one.
Yeah.
So just as a poll, in her opinion, so ask people over sort of like 50 or 60, right? Just quickly do it in the next 10 minutes. Who did they really, they're neutral, but who did they really want to win?
Yeah.
England,
Yeah, we know you were neutral, but it's 50 odd years
England or
later.
Germany. We come up with great games, don't we? Hey? It's that time, isn't it? Rockbusters.
Whee!
Come on, Carl, what you got for us?
All right, well, do you want to say what the prizes
Actually,
are?
the
or
prizes
we
aren't bad
put it away
this
in
week.
that?
Really?
We've got...
I'll be the judge of that.
Actually, what am I talking about? No, there's a 2-disc set, Rock and Roll Legends, on the cover there. We've got Buddy Holly, Elvis, Roy Orbison, and Little Richard. So
No one wants that, baby.
Nobody's interested. Nick Cave and the Bounties, a DVD. I'm a Nick Cave fan and I wouldn't watch it.
No, you'd watch it once
Yeah,
at most
at best.
when there's nothing else.
Knowing Me, Knowing You.
No,
that's-
I mean, Nick Cave's good, but when do you watch rock
Exactly.
DVDs?
I
Yeah.
know. Knowing Me, Knowing You, a great series, obviously, but once again, on
VHS.
VHS. Who wants it on VHS?
Yeah.
Where are all the bonus features?
Absolute pointless
The
so
only thing
far.
that's half decent is this enormous hardback League of Gentlemen book, which is the scripts and all sorts of other stuff. If you're a League of Gentlemen fan, you'll love it. If you're not, I guess it's a good Christmas
If
gift.
you're not a League of Gentlemen, there's nothing in this for you.
No, exactly.
So,
So, you know, you can either enter for the hell of it.
A pile of rubbish. What's the show? Well, not as bad as the competition, I suppose. So, go
Right,
on.
well, you know how it works. Cryptic clue.
It's not really cryptic. It's
Well.
usually wrong.
Kind of is.
Yeah.
Right, so the first one, there's 3 of them. You get them right, you win the stuff. First one,
I'll get him close. I mean, because you could win this if you got one right, possibly.
if you go to Chepstow, you will.
Was that a clue or is that a point? Is that something
That's a clue.
Right.
All
Say
right.
it again.
If you go to Chepstow, you will.
And what are the initials?
Just S.
Just S.
Right. Second one, E.T. is upset. What's up with him? All right. E.T. is upset. What's he upset for? What's wrong with him? All right.
Different. So not cryptic. So go on.
M.E. The initials there.
N-E?
M.
M-E.
M for mother. M.E. All right. And the third one, I had a tape with.
Jesus. Imagine
Write
Bob,
them down,
imagine Bob Holness doing
I know.
this in the gold run
I know.
against the clock. Right. I had a tape. No, I had a tape with some.
I had a tape with like Humpty Dumpty on it, and Hickory Dickory Dock and that on it, but I've broke it. All right.
Constantly listening it to trying to figure them out.
Trying to solve the crime.
Exactly.
Who pushed Humpty?
Yeah.
The initials there, B.R. Right? So, first one, if you go to Chepstow, you will. The initial S. E.T.'s upset. What's up with him? Right, what's up with E.T.?
I don't know.
What's up with E.T.? E.T.'s upset. What's up with E.T.?
Yeah. The initials there, M-E, is that right?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Let's go through that one more time.
Yeah.
If you go to Chepstow,
They're
you
like
might.
jazz questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Just free form.
Exactly. Yeah. E.T.'s a bit upset. What's that? What? Hey, dude, what's the matter, man?
And I had a tape with like Humpty Dumpty on it, Hickory Dickory Dock, stuff like that. Doesn't work anymore. What's gone on there? Right?
What's gone on there?
B.R.
First time we said, well, you broke it.
Well, I broke it then.
Is that
doesn't
important or not?
Yeah. I broke it.
And you say it's B.
B.R.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, well, you can text if you have a mobile phone. So everyone, there's no excuse to not take part. 83XFM is the text, 83XFM, or the phone number. No, we're not doing the phone, obviously. We
I
don't
think I know
want
what the B might stand for.
And otherwise, it's ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. We'd love to hear from you.
Oh, it just sucks the lifeblood out of
It
me,
does, doesn't it?
just listening to Rockbusters.
Something to bring you down even further, although it's a beautiful, beautiful tune.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Ryan Adams has got a number of different albums out at the moment. One is called Rock and Roll. It's not great. Don't really bother with that one. Do dig out, though, Love Is Hell Part 1 from Ryan Adams. It's available at different places, and you'll find this on it. Track 5, Wonderwall. His version of Oasis is
Absolutely
wonderful.
beautiful, isn't it?
It's a treat. XFM 104.9.
Yeah.
Rockbusters.
Yeah, they'd be loving this, right? 3 clues were, first one, if you go to Chepstow, you will, right? The initial was S. That was sea horses. All right? That was the answer there.
I'll give you that.
That's fair enough.
I'll give you that.
E.T.'s upset. What's wrong with E.T.? What's wrong with him?
Yeah, right.
The initials M.E.
Yeah.
What's up with him? He was Missy Elliott. All right, Elliott.
Doesn't count at all.
What?
Doesn't count at all.
Missy Elliott. You know what I mean? What's wrong with E.T.?
What is that with him?
No, just let him explain it. Sorry, Carl, do it again. I wasn't listening. Do it again.
Elliott, yeah. Who's in E.T.?
Yeah, we'll just do the clue again.
Right. E.T.'s upset. Well, so he's looking a bit sad and that. What's up with
E.T.
him?
the extraterrestrial?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Right, and his mate,
Yeah.
who's in it's called Elliot.
Yeah.
Right, he's upset. What's up with him? Well, is Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott, what's she got to do with it, though? I don't understand.
No. The way you'd say it, you say, what's up, E.T.? And it'd go, oh, Missy Elliott.
Why would you
Missing.
mention her? I don't understand. Was it a thing in the film?
Missing.
She wasn't even around.
Missing?
Oh, Missing Elliott. Oh, no. Oh,
that
no.
makes sense, Carl, but she's not called Missing Elliott.
Well, it's meant to be about rock
Cryptic,
stars,
that's what I
though,
always
isn't it?
say.
Missing Elliott, isn't it? So it's meant to be about rock stars, isn't it, though?
It's just cryptic, though, isn't it? Cryptic clues. And
Oh, no, that's not cryptic. That's shit. You.
Right, the third one. I had a tape, and it had Humpty Dumpty on it, and
I love when he says Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty.
Hickory Dickory Dock and that.
Yeah.
But the tapes broke.
Yeah.
That was BR. Buster Rhymes.
Say that again, I dozed off.
Sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean?
Who's the winner, Steve?
No, it doesn't. No, do you mean busted?
Buster. Well, it's kind of like that. Cryptic.
No, it's not. No, cryptic doesn't mean change it, so it's not the same.
Steve, who's the winner? We got loads of right answers, so...
It's interesting, this email
Weird,
system,
isn't
it flashes up suspected spam. If it, spam is that stuff that gets sent around the internet.
Yeah.
And it flashes that up if it thinks it's going to be a spam email. And every time it comes in with a Rockbusters answer, it just says suspected spam. In a sense. In a way. Let's give it to Catherine Jakeways from Hackney. She's got those answers.
Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Carl, over to you. This is the time where we play, well, the world famous quiz, isn't it?
Rockbusters, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is Blackbusters, but with music. See you later.
Cryptic clues and that. Do you want to say...
Not really cryptic, but go on.
We've got a number of DVDs to give away, including some teachers' DVDs. We've got a bunch of CDs here, and also Ricky Gervais's live stand-up DVD,
Animals,
which
cool.
is not good at all. I really would not encourage people to buy that. It is weak observations, poorly performed. I would recommend The Office Series 2 on DVD.
Rubbish in that. I'm awful in that. You can actually see me forgetting some of my lines.
That's true.
Go on.
Right then, so cryptic clues, just an example, might be new. I reckon people will be staying in today because it's raining and that, so might not have heard it before. So, like...
or they have and they're not listening.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Good. You gave up on that, did you?
Three.
Well, give us an example of the sort of thing.
Jesus.
All right, maybe don't.
Listen,
It's gonna take that long.
I'm a broadcaster.
Words are my tool.
Go on.
All right, forget that.
Come on, Baldy.
Right, three clues then. Here's the first one. It's a band or an artist.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Good point. Good question.
Right.
Yeah, if it had been why you're going to the northwest, that's a different matter. Go on.
Going to the northeast. What are you going there for? Right.
Yeah.
S is the initial, so it's a band or an artist it starts with an S, and that's the clue. Right. Second one. She's related to the man in the lamp. Right. That's G. Right. She's related to the man in the lamp. Right. And the third one is the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but it's a little bit pricey.
Oh God, I feel an accent coming
That's
on.
one way you're going to have to think about it with the accent.
I imagine.
There, DS for that one, right? So the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but it's a bit dear and that, a bit pricey. So,
So give us some again quickly.
Right, the first one. I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for? That's S. She's related to the man in the lamp. That's G.
Changes a
and
bit.
the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but a little bit pricey.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
that's DS, so email in or text and that.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What's
or
the
text 83XFM. Yeah, what's
With
that?
those prizes.
All right,
Brilliant.
play some ads?
Yeah.
XFM.
Yeah, we've got Rockbusters here. Let's get them back. Right? Right,
Go on then.
first,
Right, has anyone got all three?
No.
No, right, okay. So there's some. I'm going to ban Rockbusters. Okay, go on then. What are the clues again? Tell me the answers.
Well, give us the ones that they did get.
All right. Well, they did get. She's related to the man in the lamp.
What's that?
That was G.
Gina.
That was
Genie.
Genesis. All right.
Genesis.
Like Genesis. So it's the sister of the genie. Genesis. Genesis. They got that one.
No. What's the band's name?
Genesis.
So no,
Genesis.
say the band name. Genesis. Right. Okay. Well, I don't get it because Genie is just nothing like that.
Well, they did. So don't worry about it. Stop worrying about the ads. Stop worrying about that. All right. The third one was the Jamaican fella would love to live there.
Go on.
But it's a little bit pricey.
Go on.
Right. That
What was the initial?
DS. Deer Streets. Right?
What?
It's a Deer Street to live on.
Deer Streets. Oh yeah, I haven't heard of them. But what are they, a band?
That's Dire Straits.
No, it's not Dire Straits. It's not Dire Straits. Deer Streets.
The Jamaican fella.
Go on,
Go on,
make it sound like that.
Like Deer Streets. Deer Streets.
Do it again. No, it's still not. Keep going. I haven't got it yet. Go on.
Deer Streets.
Deer Streets.
They got that one as well. So.
All right. Well, let's hear the one they did.
Can I do an impression of a Jamaican fella saying Dire Straits?
Right.
Dire Straits.
It's
not the same.
The first one they struggle with was I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Well, when you say struggled with, no one got this.
No one got it.
Go on then.
Didn't even attempt it.
Okay, go on, the northeast. What?
I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for? Seal.
Seal? What?
Hull's up in the northeast, isn't it?
Hull is, yeah. Hull, yeah.
Yeah, so what
I
are you
haven't
going
heard of
there
them
for?
either.
You got a seal, right? So that works.
Who's Seal?
Seal.
Oh, Seal.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with the north, though?
Seal. That's the way I'd say it, isn't it?
Okay, that's the end of Rockbusters.
Unbelievable.
That's the end of Rockbusters.
I can't believe we even brought it back, Rick.
Right, I'm serious. That's the end of Rockbusters.
Can I be honest with you?
Go on.
I'd love to hear some adverts now instead of that.
Well, hang on
So
a
would
minute.
I. Adverts are better than that.
I'm just saying Laura.
Doesn't matter.
Laura's the
Fine.
one with
Well done, Laura.
Right? She
Well
only
done,
got two,
Laura.
but we'll give her that.
Yeah, just play the
So,
ads. I'm actually looking forward to the ads.
Really looking forward to it. I hope there's a microphone.
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. We're all in love on XFM 104.9. Sorry about Rockbusters. That's the end of it, definitely, because it was dreadful. Do you know what I mean? It's not. Do you know what I mean, Steve?
Yeah.
It's quite funny, but that was awful.
I mean, we've apologised for that quiz so many times.
I know. We've given it. I think it's two
People
comebacks.
like it though, don't they?
No, they
People
don't like it. They don't like it because
do
it's
like it, they love
that's
it.
two. That's people. No. That's the end of that. Less adverts next week. Sort that out.
Yeah.
Because it's awful. 20 minutes of adverts. Do you know what I mean? It's not what people listen for. So, right, redeem yourself.
Carl, we've had an email. Some old Rockbusters. Someone's emailed in. They wonder if you can get some of your old Rockbusters clues, your old genuine Rockbusters clues. I know Rockbusters has come back.
Well, of course he
today
can. It's the way his brain works.
Well, indeed. But I think you'll. Maybe you can also enjoy the challenge, Rick.
Yeah.
And you at home.
Yeah, I remember them as well because I remember how angry they made me.
Here's some old Rockbusters. That army's got some nice trenches. DW.
That army's got some nice trenches.
DW.
No,
Dandy Warhols.
that one worked.
It's not bad, is it?
That's why I didn't get that one because it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She's only got one sticker left.
It was actually he's only got one sticker left.
Oh, okay. He's only got one sticker left.
Oh, the band His Last Sticker
Exactly.
with Justine Fishman. Yeah, His Last Sticker. They
Yeah.
were brilliant, weren't they? What happened to His Last Sticker? Are they still going?
He'll strap some chocolate to your feet. That's A. A band or artist. A. He'll strap some chocolate to your feet.
Go on.
Aerosmith. I don't know really what that means, but and finally, you'll have to
Aero Cobbler.
yeah,
The well-known Aero Cobbler.
and you'll have to stick her in the oven. AB. You have to stick her in the oven.
See, he thinks blacksmith means like just shoes. Like it's not the smith. It's the smith part. A smith is just a right, isn't it? So it doesn't. I don't know. Aerosmith. What does that mean, Carl? What does that
come
mean?
on, you'll have to stick her in the oven. AB.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is it?
but it doesn't work.
Apparently it does. You'll have to stick her in the oven. AB. Single or artist.
What, Anita Baker?
Anita Baker.
Why you have to stick her in the oven?
Anita Baker.
Oh, I need to. But why didn't you say, like, you'll have to get his hair cut and put a nice white chef's hat on? That's Anita Baker.
See, that works.
That works, Carl. I need to Baker doesn't work. It is shite.
Okay, well, listen, before you judge, listen to today's Rockbusters. They're here with us now. Here's Karl Pilkington.
Brought it back just for Christmas.
Brilliant.
I've only got 2 really because
what?
I was trying to work one out before, right, in my little room.
Yeah.
I was looking at different band names, thinking, what can I do?
Yeah.
Couldn't concentrate because Ricky was in there trying to spray deodorant all over the place. Right?
Well, you should have done them yesterday.
You should have shut me out.
Right.
So there's just 2. Brilliant.
Well, I've kind of got an idea for the third one.
fine,
I'll have a go.
Yeah.
Right, so anyway, the first one...
Should we play a record and come back to this?
We'll do it quickly, we'll do it quickly.
No, play a
Okay,
record. This is
record
rubbish.
then.
Rubbish.
Libertines.
Useless.
Give me the gifts. Let me have a look what prizes you got.
Libertines, Don't Look Back Into the Sun on XFM. Well, the general public are getting involved with Carl's holiday, and, I mean, this has been a damning report on Lanzarote.
There's not been a positive word written about Lanzarote so far.
Wow. It's volcanic, there's no natural water supply.
Apparently there's no natural water supply. It's
You
all
have to sit in a
imported.
hole. What do you think of this, Carl? What do you think of the people that want you to know that you're going to a rubbish place when you can't change it? What do you think of that?
Rubbish though, will it?
What do you mean?
Be all right.
What do you mean it'll be right?
Because I'm going to go there thinking, oh, there's no water and that, and there will be water.
No, they didn't say there's no water.
What did they say then?
There's no natural water supply.
Whatever. I'm not bothered. Doesn't bother me.
All right.
I'm going to have a good time and that.
What are you going to do? What's your plan to do?
Got a book.
What book you got?
Rich Hall book. I'm just going to read that. So,
Brilliant.
And the weather's better than here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So... gonna have a good time.
Someone emailed just now. They said they're listening online and there's a problem with their computer and everything's sped up. The music's sped up. Our voices, Rick, are sped up, except Carl's. That's how slow he speaks. So when everything's sped up, he sounds normal.
Right, we're doing Rockbusters.
Yeah, come on. Listening
Steve, do you
online.
want to do the clues?
I won't do all the clues, I'll never be able to piece them together, but I'll give you the prizes. The Old Grey Whistle Test, Volume 2, Kumar's at number 42, Volume 2, or maybe that's Volume 1, who cares? Porridge, Series 3, Volume 2, The Office, Complete Second Series on VHS, for anybody who's still got grandparents. And U2, a best of 99 to 2000. And Smash Hits, the reunion, that'll be the kind of stuff you'll love. Spice Girls is on there, Liberty X, Atomic Kitten.
Do you see that? Do you see Steve's enthusiastic? Even though the competition's rubbish, the prizes are second rate, Steve is going, well, I'm not going to punish London, right? I'm going to big it up. You're there. Oh, do you know what I mean? Come on.
Right, here's
Clue
the
one,
first
come on,
clue.
clue one. Come on. Come on!
Shut up.
Come on!
Can't do any photos because it's been nicked by a German.
Right, start again.
Oh,
Start again.
what?
Clue 1. Rockbusters, Clue 1.
Okay, this is Rockbusters with Karl Pilkington. Go!
I can't do any photos because it's been nicked by a German.
And what's the initial?
AC. Right?
Next.
Second clue. If you keep eating, this bit of your body will get bigger. PC. PC. It's an artist or a band. Who is it? PC. If you keep eating, this part of your body will get bigger, right?
Yeah.
And the last one I'm not really sure about. If you...
He's actually winging it now. Imagine if this was Mastermind. I'm not sure about it. I know your specialist subject
Come
is...
on! Okay, go!
The place where you go to take your dog a walk and that.
The place where you go to take your dog a walk.
Forget it then.
No, we'll do it! No, do it! Get you! Tim Burgess. Oh my Corazon, is that?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
I have no idea.
Phone in if you know.
No, don't bother.
Oh, email then, at least.
Okay.
I'd like to know these things.
Sure. We were doing Rockbusters just before the ads and the record. Rick, I know you were enjoying it.
Yeah, come on, get this clue out, Carl. There's 3. What is it?
Right, the first one was...
No, we don't got the first 2. What's
Can't
the
do
third?
any photos because it's been nicked by a German.
Yeah.
Second one, if you keep eating, this bit of your body will keep getting bigger.
Yeah, it's different every time. Go on, what's the third one?
And where you take your dogs for a walk and that, or you might go there on a Sunday.
What?
Sort of.
Oh, Jesus.
Rick,
Right.
please, Rick, just be quiet for just a moment.
Right, okay, do this clue. Right, start from now. This is the third Rockbuster clue.
That was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, God, we'll get done.
Oh.
Right, go on then, go.
Where you take your dog a walk, or you might go there on a Sunday and that. People sort of might taste that area. Right?
Oh.
It's rubbish.
AP.
Right, well, the other one's AP as well, isn't it?
AP.
What? I
AP.
see.
Ricky.Gervais at XFM.co.uk.
AP.
A quick reminder of them again with the initials. Quick, go.
This is such
The
rubbish.
first one, can't do any photos because it's been nicked by a German. Second one, if you keep
What was the
eating...
initial?
AC. If you
Don't
keep,
get annoyed, that's what the game's about, the initials.
Yeah,
if you keep eating, this bit of your body will get bigger. That's PC,
right.
right? And where you take your dog maybe on a Sunday and you go for a walk there and that, have a taste of it.
Different.
AP, just email in and you win some stuff.
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk.
What rubbish. I wonder why we stopped this game.
Talking of email correspondence, Rockbusters. Rick is underway. People
Have we
are
got monkey news?
Absolutely loving that.
Let's see if we can cram it in.
Have we got a film?
Yeah.
We should do that then.
Well,
Let's
hang on,
finish
do
one thing and move
Rockbusters.
on. Jesus, calm down. All right,
Right.
Rockbusters.
Let's get this third one out of the way because it's tricky. The
So when
initials,
you say tricky,
It's tricky to say.
the initials were AP. It was...
when you take your dog out on that,
you
or
take
maybe
your
on a
dog
Sunday, you know,
Come on, let him
let's
finish.
taste it.
Rick, let him finish.
You take your dog there. You might go there on a Sunday. Have a taste of it when you're there. Right? That was AP.
The answer.
Alex Parks. Right? Alex.
Alex Parks.
Yeah. It kind of doesn't work, that one.
But
That one doesn't work. I know. It's
You know that one doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, well that's
Well,
fine.
that's,
Then
that's what I was trying to work out when you were messing around. That's
What do you
why
mean
it isn't that
messing
good.
around?
Okay, come on. The other ones.
The first one was the German
gonna be
fella.
brilliant.
Can't do any photos because it's been nicked.
What's
German
that?
fella can't do any photos because it's been nicked.
That was
The initials were?
AC.
I've got it.
I took,
Right, it's Aztec camera.
Yeah.
But what's that got to do with the German fella nicking it?
Because the way he'd say it, he'd be like, Aztec camera. So why ain't you taking any pictures? Can't. Why? Aztec camera.
Why is that German?
Just sounds a bit.
Right, do you know that's rubbish then as well? You know that one doesn't work, do you?
And the second one was, if you keep eating, this bit of your body will get bigger. PC. Yeah. Phil colons. Phil.
It's honestly right, Carl.
Phil Collins. Phil
honestly,
Collins.
right, okay. I don't know what the PC term is for this, but I honestly think. I think you're quite bright, and I think you're quite streetwise and all that things. But I actually think. Oh, I've got to be so careful here not to offend people. But I think you might be.
Could you maybe describe it through a sound?
You might be educationally subnormal. Does that worry you? No.
I've got by all right. I'm not going to worry about it now. You know what I mean? I'm 30. Do you know what I mean? Why start worrying about it now?
But you've got the mind of a 12-year-old.
So what?
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? I don't worry about stuff. If you don't know about stuff, you don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
Well, if he's educationally subnormal, I'm afraid also Matt Briggs of South East London is as well,
Well
because he
done,
got all
Matt.
three
Well
right,
done.
as did a number of other people.
Well done. Well done.
that.
Yeah,
So he's won that stuff.
he has indeed. Player Echo, we've also got your film quiz coming up, and Monkey News, we're all looking forward to that.
Monkey news.
Bit of Bowie.
Yeah, one of my favourite Bowie songs of all time, Letter to Hermione from Space Oddity.
Have you got any Christmas shopping? I should shoot off and do that now.
Rockbusters.
Yeah, brilliant.
Right then, this is where I give you a little cryptic clue and some initials, and it sort of makes up a band or an artist and stuff like that.
Yeah, brilliant.
Sort of being the operative phrase there.
Yeah. Let's see how he reads this clue.
Yeah.
This is going to sound like Oscar Wilde.
Clue number one.
3 different clues. Clue
Oscar
number
Wilde
one.
was Chinese, apparently.
Was it?
Yeah, it was illegal then.
Right. Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone?
Sorry?
Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone?
Are we back on the gay thing, or is this... This is the clue?
That's the clue.
Right.
Clue for Rockbusters number 1. Will you just leave the entrance to my garden alone, will you?
Right, that doesn't count because I know what it is.
And what were the initials?
What are the initials?
GG.
Correct.
Yeah, right. But you've got to pronounce the artist correctly. I'll pronounce the artist, because I know what it is.
Don't ruin it.
No,
People-
but when the answer comes, I'll pronounce the artist.
Right, can we just focus, please, on the quiz? Go. What was the clue again? Give it again.
Will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Stop messing with it, right? GG.
Okay.
Right?
Next.
Doesn't count.
Next.
Incorrect.
Don't phone, but you can send a message on my mobile if you want, right? That's T. It's another little easy one. And the last one, we were sharing out the mail sheet.
Right, that doesn't count either.
Can we just
I know what that is. I know what that is.
I don't care. We'll come to that later.
Yeah.
And number 3, we were sharing out the mail sheet, and I think I got the best one. Right? DG.
DG.
Yeah. So quickly again, will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Stop messing about with it.
Yeah.
Right? GG.
Yeah.
Don't phone, but you can send us a message on my mobile if you want. Right? That was T. And the last one, we were sharing out the mail sheet, and I got the best one, so that's good. Right? DG.
All right, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Have we got any prizes?
Do you want to have a look?
Well, don't worry about it.
This is
don't worry about it.
pathetic.
Have we got any prizes?
Just, look, the clues
fine.
are rubbish, the clues don't work, the show... this is pathetic. Play a record.
That's what it should be called, and the clues don't work.
Well, I think it's Rockbusters results, isn't it?
Okay.
All right.
Brilliant.
Do you want the prizes, by the way?
Not really.
Not bothered?
No.
Right, some videos and DVDs and that, some good stuff in there.
VHS hype,
Couple.
$4.99.
Is that one about
TV
weather?
titles, what?
There's the weather one. That's going to be on telly. Donald McIntyre.
Oh, yeah.
That's in there, if you want that.
Yeah. He reckons Donald McIntyre ripped him off because he did a thing about how much it costs to have a chimp, cheap as chimps. What was the other thing you think someone ripped you off? Rockbusters.
Ken Bruce on Radio 2 is doing Songs of Phrase. He was doing that over Christmas. I took 1 week off. He's in there.
And when he heard that Donald McIntyre was doing a programme about wind, he thought he was moving on Auntie Nora.
Right. So the first one, will you leave the entrance to my garden alone? Right, that was the cryptic clue. The initials were GG.
Yeah.
That was Gareth Gates.
Gareth Gates. Gareth. What would you...
Gareth Gates.
No,
Right?
but it's Gareth Gates, isn't it? So why would you say to someone Gareth? Is that like what's that, a Manchester thing when you say Gareth?
Gareth Gates.
Gareth Gates, Gareth Gates, the bloke who came second in Popeye, yeah, Gareth Gates.
So that's the first
What
one.
was that about getting off the thing though? Leave my entrance alone though. I don't understand what it's got to do with leaving my entrance alone.
The gate
Gareth,
to the garden.
No, Gates bit, but what's Gareth got to
The
do with it?
second one was
Ignoramus.
don't phone, but you can send me a message on my mobile if you want.
Yeah.
The initial was T.
Yeah.
Text us, right? Just
No, it's text. The word's text.
Yeah,
So you'd have to say
text
me.
text us.
Text. What do you mean? No, text me. What's that?
The third one was we were sharing out the male sheep and that. Right?
Yeah.
I got the best one. DG, right? We were sharing out the male sheep. and I
Get
got
to
the
it.
best
It
one.
doesn't work anyway. Get to it.
DG.
What is it?
Delta Good Ram.
Delta Good Ram. You were dealt a good ram.
Delta Good Ram. All right. So who's the winner?
We're going to give it to Stephen Gunning from Tooting. He's got all of those right. I don't know how, but well done to him. And he wins some crap in a jiffy bag.
Literally.
You too on XFM?
Yeah. But now it's Rockbusters.
Can I just say something now before we do Rockbusters? A lot of people they come up to me, they say, Steve, we like the show. When are you going to get rid of Rockbusters? It brings it down. I'm not
said
joking.
that?
I'm not joking. There is lots of people. But
Come
listen,
on, let Carl speak.
Come off it.
What?
Come off it.
What?
I know people who say, you're never going to stop that, are you? So one of us is lying again.
well, not really. You know, I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who've listened to the show. You're talking about Suzanne, your girlfriend.
Martin, he'll be at home now with a pad, getting ready to play.
But I should just.
Mike Freeman did encourage Carl on a couple of occasions. He even tried to get him through with the answer egg when we were doing that naming animal round.
Yes.
So,
but I should just say that people think that somehow Ricky and I are endorsing Rockbusters, that somehow by allowing it on the show, somehow we think it's good and we appreciate it. And I need to point out that it's more like when a child comes back from school and they've done a painting.
Yeah.
It's crap.
Yeah.
But of course you've got to stick it on the fridge.
It's bigger than the house.
You've got to stick it on the fridge because otherwise the kid's going to get upset.
In this next episode, you've got to remember the cat is bigger than the house.
Exactly.
Okay.
It doesn't look like anything.
The humans don't have bodies, their legs come straight from their head.
Yeah, Mummy and Daddy.
Please welcome to the stage Karl Pilkington's Rockbusters.
All right. Right, so cryptic clues,
No, not
initials,
cryptic.
and you work it
Rubbish
out
clue.
and you email in and that.
Yeah.
First one.
Yeah.
Don't be stealing my tools. Take your sister's. All right, and the initials NK.
Don't be stealing my tools. Take my sister's.
Yeah, so that's like the cryptic clue, and the initials of the artist or band is NK. Right. Second one. Buy it if you want. Not bothered. Think about it. Come back. Right. Come back if you want.
Start again, Karl. I lost halfway through. Right, start that second one again.
Right. Well, you can buy.
It's different. Well, the first one was buy it if one. Now this one was yeah. Well, write it down. Buy it. Right. Do it. If it's a cryptic clue, all the letters count. Do it.
Buy it if you want. I'm not that bothered. You know. Think about it. Come back. Check some other places out first before you know.
That was a crossword clue in the Times. So we've got no time for other clues. Right.
So that's SC.
Right. Do that clue again.
Buy it if you want. I'm not fussed. Do you know what I mean? Think about it.
Fust is making an appearance. Fust wasn't there before. Do the clue again. Do the clue again.
Initials SC for that one.
Do the clue again.
No, I don't want to do it again.
You haven't finished it yet?
I have. That's it.
No, do the clue again.
I can't do it again.
Do the clue again.
Buy it if you want. I'm not fussed. Right? Shop around. Come back. It's up to you. I'm not pushing you into anything.
It's
all right?
up to you. Wasn't there?
SC for that one, right? And the final one. That's good. I can play 10-pin bowling again.
Okay, and what's the clue?
Christ.
That's O for that one. O. All right, so they're the three
Okay, now I
things.
assume that I'm not going to bother to look, but I assume there's a jiffy bag of tax
Yeah.
which people can win. All right, well, great, good luck. Ricky.gervais at xfm.co.uk is the email
Play a
address.
record.
Thorns.
No, buy it if you want. I'm not fussing. Come back, have a look around. I'm open Wednesdays, by the way. Shut up, for. See you later.
No, it was
Rockbusters, well on the way. Any right answers yet, Karl?
I'll just check. Let me see, we got one email.
One email.
No.
No, because they probably don't make sense.
Yeah, no responses whatsoever.
There's some on the text and that.
Really?
83 XFM if you want to do it on the old text.
Speak up, Karl. You're
can do it
not
on
just
the
on the
radio.
radio. Steve, no, we're on the radio. Yeah, we're live.
Just letting you know, do it on the text if you want. Send it in on the text.
And what?
Well, what is it? Say it.
83 XFM.
Right.
Right?
What's the email address again?
Ricky.gervais at xfm.co.uk.
Are you tired today, Karl? Are you just bored or?
No, I'm all right. I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go on, Karl.
Should we have the Rockbusters answers? We've got to get that out of the way.
I'd love to. Number one was, don't be stealing my tools. Take your sister's. The initials were NK. That was Nick Ursaw, right?
Nick Ursaw?
Nick Ursaw, 80s.
I don't know. I've never heard of that band.
Sort of Nick Kershaw.
Nick Kershaw, yeah. Nick. Sorry, what?
Nick
I don't
Kershaw,
understand it.
that's-
Nick. How does Nick Kershaw?
Second one was,
No, don't move on. Nick Ursaw. What's Nick Ursaw? Jesus.
All right.
It doesn't
Second
count.
one.
It's
Come on,
not a
moving
clue.
on. Then let's just leave it behind us, all right?
Second one was, buy it if you want. You know, I'm not bothered. You can think about it, come back, have a look around, think it over. I'm not fussed. The initials were SC. That was soft sell, right?
That works.
Yeah,
Well done.
That works.
right. And that's good. I can play 10-pin bowling again. That's O. That's outcast. All right.
What?
What does that mean? Outcast?
You're out. You broke your arm. Right. Got the
Oh,
cast
that's
off it.
ridiculous.
That's ludicrous.
I mean, that's
You
ridiculous.
broke your arm, you were in a cast, you got rid of the cast, you're outcast.
Did
Yes, yeah.
anyone get that?
Yeah.
I mean, I am stunned.
I think, to be fair, that was because how many bands begin with O?
Yeah,
I think that's why people got it.
exactly. But there were guesses, yeah. I could probably make Oasis work if I tried hard enough.
We've done that.
Oh, pardon me.
Christ.
So, outcast.
That's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
But
We've
it's
had worse than that.
ridiculous.
We've had worse than
The
that.
leap to
We've had
bowling.
worse than that!
No,
Imagine that!
I remember when I did my wrist in, then it fixed. I went 10-pin bowling.
Why did you do your
So
wrist
it's what you did. Brilliant. So next week's quiz is, what am I thinking? You're an idiot, Karl. Play a record.
Who's the winner?
Why did you do your wrist in?
Crash. I had a bit of a
what?
crash. Had a crash.
You had a crash?
Yeah.
That sounds like a story we've not explored.
Not much to it. I just went on a free sort of rally day. Got in this car. I'd been working all night, right? So I wasn't the best condition to be whizzing around a track in a car.
Sure.
Like a Formula 1 type car.
Yeah.
Spun out of control, hit some mud, smashed it all in, wrote it off, and I didn't realise I'd done a load of damage until...
Well, you landed on your head, but you were fine.
Yeah.
Who's the winner?
Mike Godliman. I sort of feel like, you know, one thing we've never done, Rick, is we've never pandered to people, but as it's the last show, we've got to give the audience what they want.
Rockbusters?
Well, yeah, and I was going to say things they don't want as well. And, you know, and well, just basically to keep a smile on Karl's face.
Yeah.
I say a smile, a sort of not quite a scowl.
Yeah, he never really smiles.
So, yeah, it's just really as a chance for him to have a go. It's like, you know, you indulge an annoying child.
The only time Karl laughs is for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
What do you think, like...
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes you'll go... and I know you'll be thinking of what a monkey could do.
Yeah, it's like people who've had electroshock therapy.
Yeah! Oh, it's such a tied down biting on
Exactly,
something.
yeah.
Biting on a big leather pad.
Let me just tell you briefly what the prizes are. It's
That looks like a piece of shit that you got there. What's that?
Well, let me tell you, Ray, let me tell you. There's a number of mediocre CDs and DVDs.
That is real
But
tight.
mainly, what about this? It's the Lord of the Rings Collector's Edition.
Oh.
Well, the movies you're thinking? No, it's the Radio 4 adaptation. It's only 14 hours long, Rick.
Oh, that is... Throw that away.
So,
Pop that in the bin.
so
That is just... Either pop it in the bin or send it to some poor bastard who wins this quiz.
Exactly. If you're willing to take part in the quiz, you deserve 14 hours of your life wasted with that Tolkien tripe. So,
Right.
yeah, what are the clues then, Karl?
Right, as always, just, you know, cryptic clues and that. Initials of a band or an artist, work it out, win the stuff.
Yeah. Email only.
Yeah, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. First clue is as follows. The Jamaican fella wrote a review for...
It's the good old Jamaican
He's
fella.
back.
Jamaican fella.
It's the last show and the little Jamaican fella's made an appearance.
This normally suggests that you need to think of the answer in a Jamaican accent.
Yeah. Or not.
Yeah, or not.
Yeah,
So
any
hang on,
accent.
hang on.
Or an accent. Or pronounce the word slightly differently.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go on.
The Jamaican fella wrote a review for Phoenix Nights. All right?
Yeah.
DC is on the initials.
DC, D for
Yeah.
Derek.
Yeah,
Okay.
DC. The Jamaican fella wrote a review for Phoenix Nights. That's the first one. Second one, there's three of them. Second one is we should all vote for Paul Daniels, David Blaine, Copperfield, The Great Soprendo, Tommy Cooper, and Darren Brown. We should all vote for them. Why is that? What's going on?
I've just got the first one.
ES.
ES.
Right? ES.
Okay.
And the last one, Steve, what did your dad do? Huh?
Steve, what did my dad do?
What did your dad do?
Is that the question, or are you asking me?
Well, Ricky, what did your did do? You can work on anyone. What
Right.
did your dad do?
All right.
Right? That's E. Right?
What
So-
did your dad do?
Quickly again, the Jamaican fella wrote a review for Phoenix Nights. Right? DC. Second one, we should all vote for Paul Daniels, David Blaine,
Yeah, all
Copperfield, Great Soprano. No, but that's important. Right? ES, and the last one, you know, Steve, what did your dad do? Right?
Okay.
The initial E.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. We don't want to speak to you. Please don't phone up.
Remember, you could win some Lord of the Rings tripe.
Right?
Say no more on XFM.
Right.
Last Rockbusters ever, thank Christ.
What
Play a
more can I
record!
say?
I'm not sure you're
Rockbusters
gonna-
answers. Let's do Rockbusters answers.
Rubbish.
I don't want the gig anyway.
Like they were seriously considering him.
Thanks for coming in! Brilliant! Go on.
Did I tell you my dad's always been asked to go on that? He's
Why?
always been asked to go on.
Is
Okay,
he a woman trapped in a man's
No,
body?
they want to talk about you. They So it's
right.
disappointing. Go on.
Anyway, Rockbusters, right? Right, first clue was Jamaican fella wrote a review for Phoenix Nights.
Yeah.
Right, that was the cryptic clue. The initials were DC.
Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, no, you tell me.
It's Define Comedy. All right?
Define comedy.
It's a divine comedy. All right?
What is that?
That's
I'm
a
just
Do
Jamaican
the accent again. Do the accent again.
Oh, it's just divine comedy. That's just to help it along. That's
Do it
just
again,
to
do the
help
accent
No, I'm
again,
not doing it again. You've got the answer. It doesn't matter. Let's move on. Right? Second one. We should all vote for Paul Daniels, David Blaine, Copperfield, Great Soprendo, Tommy Cooper and Darren Brown. Why is that? ES with the initials.
Go on.
Elec, Trick 6. Right?
What?
Elec, Electric 6. It works, so don't say it like that.
I don't know what it means.
Right, well, there's 6 people there who do tricks and that. Right, I'm saying we should vote for them, so you elect them.
Yeah, but he said elect.
Yeah, Electric 6.
No,
It
elect
works,
though.
it
Elect.
works.
No, elect's not a word, is it?
And the last one,
I don't think elect's a word. Elect.
Steve,
You don't mean Alec, do you? It's not Alec
Steve.
Park. You're not trying to do Alec Park. The one.
third one, Steve, what did your dad do?
I don't know.
That was E. Could work for anyone, it didn't have to be Steve, right? That was Erasure, right? Erasure.
Erasure. No, it doesn't work either. It doesn't work
Kinda
either.
does work. It
No,
does
it doesn't
work.
work. Doesn't work.
Who's the winner?
None of them work. None of them
Well-
work. Another pile of crap
I'm going to give you...
for the mind of little stupid.
Go on, Steve.
I'll give the prizes to...
Dopey little.
I'm going to give the prizes to Martin Williams from
Oh,
Flintshire. I don't know where Flintshire is. He says that he's promised to listen to the Lord of the Rings. And by listen, he means sell them on eBay.
Yeah.
So, thanks
God.
for coming in.
Stupid. The end of Rockbusters from the stupid little shitty brain. I'm going to say it of Pilkington. Landed, Mr. Ben Folds. We've landed on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, and little Karl Pilkington, and his magical little manky, round, baldy head. He was described as a wacky mank in one of the papers this week.
Really? Brilliant.
Well, remember we were talking about it last week about he came round to my house and I popped out my Mr. Johnson, sure to take a little look at.
And his two
that made
daughters.
the papers. That made the papers.
Wow. What paper? It wasn't front page of the Times. It must have been like the Daily Star or something.
Just squeeze Live 8 in
Yeah,
the second,
yeah.
on the second page. Yeah, so wacky mank.
Wacky Mank. That's
Wacky
great.
Mank.
Wacky Mank.
We had an email from someone that reckons they remember you from body popping round Salford way.
Yeah, Eccles Precinct, apparently.
You know that, don't you?
I wasn't doing it round there, though.
Well, what do you mean?
I was round Stretford. Stretford-Arndale.
And what were you doing? What sort of body popping was it?
Just a bit of everything. Caterpillar. Bit of moonwalking.
Do you have a little piece of line there you used to carry around?
Well, mates had that.
Right, you didn't
Borrowed
bother with
theirs. Borrowed theirs.
Were you any good? But you weren't breakdancing, well, you weren't spinning on your head and stuff, you were more body popping.
Well, I hope he wasn't spinning on his head, because you know that can sort of give you little brain damage and things.
Well, it can give you brain damage. Also, it can wear your head down, and also makes your head perfectly round.
Yeah.
Because the gravity is pulling on
But
all
if you keep on doing it, obviously it's going to wear your hair
out, yeah. So you become sort of like a... Stupid, bald, and roundy-headed.
Yeah.
So
You've got to be very
I very much doubt that you did do any of that. Did you, Karl?
Didn't do any of that.
Well...
So you're shooting off in a minute, aren't you?
Well, yes, because we were trying to make poverty history, Karl.
Yeah.
People are making poverty history all over the place. They're putting on a wristband, and it seems to be working because I haven't been poor for ages.
I haven't been poor.
And Alex had a stop bullying.
Alex was wearing a stop bullying wristband, and as he himself said, he seems to have sorted that out.
You haven't been bullied
I
for
haven't been
ages.
bullied for years.
So wristbands work.
I saw one in a shop window the other day which said, stop child abuse. And I bought one, obviously, because a lot of people say, does it make a difference? But it was only £1, and I'd only spent it on kiddie porn. So, I think I've made a little difference there, in a small way.
On a serious note, though, I like the idea that child abuse. If you're a paedophile and you're walking along the street in your Mac, right? You got a puppy in one hand, a bag of sweets in the other, and you see this wristband, and you go, "Oh, stop it." Oh, okay then.
Yeah, I
All right.
thought before, that's
All
made
right,
me
then.
think.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I won't be doing that again.
Yeah, he was hanging around in Topshop for unsavoury reasons. He saw them in there for only £1.
Carl, we haven't got long, have we? We've got an hour and a half because we've got to shoot off. I've got to shoot off down to Live 8 and introduce Rem. So we got a lot to pack in. We got the Rockbusters, and then we give away. I just saw those. I'll finish the sentence in a minute.
I look forward to it.
I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
I'm getting excited. So we got so much to pack in. I haven't got time to finish all my. So listen, right? You know the things we're giving away. The signed little Homer. The Nigel Tufnell thing and the Flanimals, right? It looks brilliant. They've done a brilliant job, the people here at XFM. So take back all you were saying about them, Karl.
And also, we should say as well, you've still got a chance to win that, because if you get today's Rockbusters, you go straight into the hat for the big draw, so you've still got a chance to win all those top prizes.
Play a record.
Bit of monkeys.
Yeah. Minkers, Pleasant Valley Sunday. All right, so that, Karl.
It's alright, yeah. What's it about?
Well, if you heard, it was a sort of description of, typical suburbia, isn't it?
Here in status symbol land.
It's a sly dig.
When the monkeys get a bee in their bonnet about something, you better not.
You do not want to be on the receiving end of that.
Yeah.
We've got a good song with a story later.
Go on, what we got?
Don't want to tell you yet.
All right.
Now, is it as pitiful as last week's, where you somehow misheard that Eric Clapton song? What was the Eric Clapton song?
Well, Wonderful Tonight, and he was convinced it was about a bloke in a wheelchair for no reason, no evidence at all, other than she's walking around with me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, walking around with me. No.
I walk into a room and everyone's head turns to look at her, which you didn't seem to
Helps
hear.
him to bed.
Is he drunk? He's had a few.
Never mind.
Yeah, well, you're totally wrong.
Big day, Carl, though, isn't it? Because there's lots going on, and I know Carl's it's very, very important for him that he champions Live 8.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what... I am sick of it, to be honest.
Sick of what?
Just sick of reading about it. Sick of this Live 8 thing. Sick of it all.
Brilliant.
Fed up with it.
What annoys you
With it.
particularly?
It's not only that today, though, is it? On the way in today, right, saw a gay fella on a
Is that
bike.
weird?
On a bike, rushing. What time did the gay march start? What time did it have to be?
Why are you looking at me? I don't know.
No, but he was rushing, left it late, so he'd had a late night again. So my point's right about him.
What
right?
was your point about just to people who've just tuned in?
Well, the fact that they go out late, so they sort of have a nice night out from about 11:30. They're ironing in the jeans at like 10:30.
In their jeans.
They're
leather trousers.
But anyway, right? So
They're cutting the back out of their leather trousers about 10:30 at night.
I'm on the way in, right, and I see one stressed out, rushing, right, on a racer, wearing high heels.
Oh, I love you. He's 50's dad, isn't he? He's angry. He's just angry.
If you're a gay fella and you're proud to be gay, but you also want to make poverty history, you don't know what to do today, do you? You're all racing all over the place. Must be murder. It seems a bit unfortunate that they've put them on the same day.
Yeah. Well, you can get little leather studded wristbands that say make poverty history.
Yeah.
So you can join in on both
You could
parts.
kill two birds at one stone.
Yeah.
But why is Live 8 stressing you out? It's for a good cause. You must have, I know we've discussed this in the past, and you don't really know what you're talking about. But
I mean, maybe that's the problem. I'm just, I don't know. I mean, I could have told them ages ago that there was no way that they were going to pay it back. I knew that was going to happen.
I love that. But they didn't consult you, did they? When they were handing out this money willy-nilly to people who were dying, you could have had a quiet word with them.
All I'm saying is...
You could have said to Harold Wilson, Harold, you're not going to get this back, mate. You are not going to get this back, mate.
When I wanted a mortgage, I had to supply 3 wage slips, is what I'm saying. I was double-checked out loads of times.
I'd like to see, have you ever seen that guy Alvin Hall, who gives financial advice to perhaps teenagers who don't know how to spend their money wisely?
All right.
Perhaps send him over. He's the guy with the bow tie.
Oh, yeah,
You know the guy
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Send him over there and just sort of have a chat with him and say, make a list of what you're spending it on.
So he's basically, will you be annoyed if they drop all debt and double aid and everything?
No, because, I mean, people sometimes need help and that, don't they? You've got to help people out, but
Yeah.
it's how many times is the thing. Do you know what I mean? Let them off. But do I, I've got this monthly payment at the moment, haven't I?
Yeah.
I'm paying for tools for people out there who need a drill to build a house or whatever.
Yeah.
Am I now in my right to say, well, you can't have it all? Do you want the drill or do you want the debt cancelled? This is what I'm saying. I'm just, I'm all happy to help people out.
Do you think they're taking us for a mug? Is that what you think you might be taking?
We'll see, won't we? Time will tell, won't we? You know what I mean? If next year at the same time Geldof's putting on another gig, I'll go, what's going on now?
Geldof putting on another gig and the mean fiddler. What's going on now?
I think you're missing out on the true meaning of today, Carl, which is an opportunity to see Keane for free. I think that's the problem.
I don't want to go. I don't like crowds and that, do I?
Right.
Can't be dealing with that. Don't like big crowds. People, because I was talking to people at work about it, and they were saying, it's a big occasion, it's one of them events, like, you've got to be down there, because in years to come, when they say, were you there, I don't see what's good about having a memory being stuck in a crowd of 150,000 people. I prefer to do something nice. Say if I have like a nice cake and a cup of tea, right? in years to come, when they go, do you remember that day when we were all cramped and what have you? I'll go, no, I was having a nice cake and a cup of tea. So I've got a nicer memory than them. So I believe in doing something nice on a big occasion. Do you know what I mean? On a special day. Do something nice, remember that?
The thing is, you have got a nicer memory than them, because when you look back and they say what you're doing 20 years ago, your memory will tell you you were actually having a cup of tea and a cake, but with a chimpanzee that could talk English. That's what your memory will tell you. You're thinking, I was out with my mate. I was out with my mate Marty. He's a chimp, and it just you'll be in cuckoo land by the time you're 50. You'll be just going, "That was great that day." Remember Suzanne? I don't know what talking to Suzanne. She's left you. She's left you. She's had enough of you waking up.
Well, she's down in Hyde Park watching Bed Shaped live. She's not worried about cake and a cup of tea.
Have you ever done a march or anything, though? Have you ever sort of...
What are you saying?
Have you, you're having a go at me for not getting behind it all, right? Which I am, because I've got more standing orders going out of my account for charities than anything, right? But have you ever got behind a problem?
No.
I don't think I have, to be fair, no. No, I am quite slack in that respect. It does take a lot of effort, though, doesn't it?
Well, it depends. What sort?
Well, if you're going to do one of those walks from John O'Groats to Land's End or something, that's a lot of time commitment.
There's one, I tell you what, there is one that looks all right. On Portland Place, just off Oxford Street, there's always just a little Chinese fella sat on the pavement, right?
Oh, I've seen him, yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah.
He's just sat there with a poster, but you don't know what it's for because it's in Chinese.
Yeah.
So he's just always sat there. But that's for me, that's the sort of march I want, where you just... And he's only there when it's sunny. If it's raining, they don't bother.
I tell a lie, I did pop down when all those women walked through London in their bras.
Embrace and Gravity on XFM 104.9.
We've had a couple of texts. People obviously can text in 83XFM. That's the text number for the big quiz that's coming up shortly. Rockbusters, still your opportunity to win some of those cracking prizes. Enter your name in the draw if you can unravel the, I don't know what you call them, conundrums that Karl set.
Sort of.
We've had a couple of texts. Obviously, we're leaving early today. This is a shortened show and our last show of this run. But we've got to leave early. We've got to go down and try and make poverty history. But Rob's texted and he says, only an hour and a half today. Well, poverty does have some benefits then.
He's a fan.
He understands the show.
Who was that little fella that used to write in who hated the show?
I forget his name. I haven't heard from him for a while, actually. I don't know what happened.
No.
Maybe he realised that if he hated the show so much, the obvious thing to do was to switch off. Maybe that finally dawned
That's
on him.
annoying.
What's his name? Someone will remind us of his name.
I like people who hate us to carry on listening.
Yeah.
It just gives it an edge, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's the fact that, that you're annoying someone. I mean, I love annoying people.
I know you do. I know.
So
You're like a kind of walking Chinese water torch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Have we got Ladder 49 today?
Rick, there's a number of cracking DVDs, as ever, on Rockbusters. We've got The Life Aquatic with Bill Murray. We've got Howard and Kumar Get the Munchies, hilarious stoner comedy. And Batman, the animated series. And Ladder 49, there it is. Joaquin Phoenix, John Travolta. If you've ever seen Ladder 49, and you can give us a quick text review on 83XFM, I'd be interested to know if it's actually
Why are you
worth
giving
watching.
away one a week for the last 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Well, we better do them then. Let's do Rockbusters for the last time. You can win those amazing prizes.
All right. As always, just a little cryptic clue, some initials of a band or an artist. Work it out, email in or text in. That's it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, the first one. Richard's kid.
Yeah.
Cuts hair for a living. Right? Richard's kid cuts hair for a living. Right? Initials ED. Right? DD. Richard's kid cuts hair for a living. Second one. I have a problem saying the French word for well. Right? I think that's the right word anyway.
Wow.
I have a problem saying the French word for well. So what's that? That initial there is K. Right, band or artist. And then the third one, you take 8 kebabs, 2 kebabs, 57 kebabs, times it by 27 kebabs. Right? The fella is struggling to work it out. What's that? What's going on there? Right?
It's a good question.
DS is the answer there. 8 kebabs, 2 kebabs.
I've got it.
57 kebabs times it by 27 or what have you. Fella's struggling working it out. What is
I've
it?
got that one.
DS. So just email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk or on the text 83936.
Yeah, and you can win Ladder 49 and those other DVDs. Plus, you go into the draw, which we'll do before we leave, and you can win the signed by Matt Groening, personally drawn Homer Simpson. We've got the Spinal Tap poster signed by Christopher Guest, and also the original artwork of us as Flanimals.
But they've all been framed. They've done a brilliant job. It really is a nice prize. I mean, almost too good to give away. A little bit annoying.
Is it too late to take that back?
Well, I was thinking we could sneak in a copy.
Yeah.
Just a very bad photocopy, so it goes grey and
Yeah.
No, they're all originals. So get texting.
Right.
XFM.
REM, Night Swimming, beautiful song, brilliant band. I've got to introduce them, and I'm actually nervous.
Yeah.
I never get nervous.
You never get nervous, do you?
I never get nervous, and I get a little adrenaline rush.
It just takes, 80% of the world's population to be watching you, and then you get a little bit jittery.
And I don't know what to wear.
No, this is interesting, actually. I don't know. No. I for a moment though, I was thinking maybe Ricky's got to pop home first before he goes down to bring on the band. But if you are watching it, or if you're there, obviously not there, if you were there you wouldn't be listening to this, but if you're watching it on TV, do check Ricky out, because how do you describe that particular look? Ricky's wearing sweatpants. I assume they're sweatpants. They're not pyjama bottoms, are they?
They're sweatpants. They're sort of...
And
yeah.
you've got just a white t-shirt, cheap and plain white t-shirt.
Yeah.
And basically Ricky is wearing... It's like he's made so little effort. The only way he could have made less effort was if he wasn't wearing any clothes. If he was just wearing his underpants that he slept in. But he's actually bothered to put on a t-shirt and a pair of sweatpants and some trainers.
Yeah, well...
Jonathan Ross is going to probably be wearing a suit, one of his, expensive suits or whatever. And,
yeah, but he won't be as comfortable as me.
Well, true. Did it not occur to you for a moment to maybe make slightly more of an effort? Perhaps put on a jacket?
That jacket looks silly with tracksuit bottoms.
Well, again, you could have changed the tracksuit bottoms. I mean, they're a mainstay of the outfit, are they? It's like they're not changing for anything.
Yeah, I've got very little things that I haven't got a drawstring or elasticated waistband.
No, sure.
I don't want to be bothering with buttons and zips and hooks.
There's going to come a point, isn't there, where you're just going to wear, I don't know, smocks.
Baby grow.
Baby grow.
A baby grow with a flap.
Yeah,
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Those little mittens.
Yeah, all in. Yeah, that'd be great. And then an oven glove, so I can just get stuff out of the oven, eat it, let it drop everywhere.
Yeah.
Right, and then just get out of the baby grow, put a new one on, a clean one on.
Or those kind of red flannel things with the which cowboys wear.
Yeah.
The kind of buttoned up bit
Yeah,
at the back.
the old cowboys.
Yeah.
Grandpa, he comes out with the shotgun.
Exactly.
And he's
Exactly.
yeah, the long johns. Well, how's it going with Rockbusters? Anyone got the answers?
Actually, one guy is he texted in, James in Deptford. He's offered some answers, and he says here the guy that hated us, famously, of course, we should have remembered, Dickie Anderson.
Dickie Anderson.
Richard Anderson, of course. I don't know if Dickie's still listening. If he is, obviously email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk and tell us what you've been doing, how you've been keeping busy and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice to hear from him.
Chris Campling hasn't called, has he, either?
Yeah,
The one that thinks that not only is this whole show scripted, imagine that, right, but that Karl is a character created by us.
Yeah.
He's actually an actor.
Oh, if only we
Look
could
at
take credit
that,
for
a
that.
shaved monkey we got.
I'll tell you, you're going to go along later to the Live 8 gig and you're probably going to see some bands that are going to make an effort to entertain you, but if you want entertainment, Rick, you know it. There's only one person to book.
Go on.
Me. If you you're perhaps going to do because I'm obviously a top DJ on the radio, but where I really come into my own is DJing in any kind of club environment.
Well, you told me you were DJing. I didn't go to it. DJing at a party, and you said the place was rocking.
The place was roaring,
and I loved it. Karl just said he was there, and they weren't.
Well, that's nonsense, Karl,
They
because
weren't,
you know
so-
very well that when I'd put on a tune, they'd cheer.
Yeah, but it was late on in the night. They would have done that, whatever you put on.
That's nonsense.
No, they were happy and everything. I'm not saying they weren't having a good time. It was your party. It was all right, but they weren't going mental like you're sort of making up.
They were definitely going mental. When I put on the Proclaimers, they could not believe their luck. They would have walked 1,000 miles.
Was it good though? Were they really? What were they doing? Were they They were dancing, were they?
Dancing and that, but they weren't sort of cheering, going, more and all that at the end.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Take On
wow.
Me came on. The big cheer went up.
Oh, I don't know who to believe.
I've been there, done it, Steve. I've been the DJ as well.
Oh, it might be jealousy. It might
I think
be
there's
like
professional jealousy there.
Yeah.
I think it's because my fortunes are on the up and his are on the down. We all know famously that he had
Pilkington's
making music, his
Didn't
DJ
happen.
outfit.
Didn't happen.
I did enough. I just wanted to do enough to pay for the equipment, and I did. And that was that. But I don't like crowds, do I?
But you're safe, aren't you? You're behind the little thing with the flashing lights.
But there's still a lot of people and that forced fun. Don't like that.
Forced
It's
fun.
not forceful. They haven't got to
It
dance
is.
if they don't want to dance.
Yeah. Don't like it.
What do you mean you're forcing to on the up? Anyway, DJ, where were
Well,
you?
I'll tell you, I was hired. Well, I say hired. I did it as a favour to a friend. His wedding the other week, and I got there. I was thinking, yeah, because everyone had their little role to play, and then people were doing a good job.
I love you taking it seriously.
And I
going
did. I
to a
spent
wedding.
ages putting together some CDs, special selection CDs.
love that.
Because what I did was I burned them on iTunes.
Did you turn up with your own headphones round your neck?
Own headphones, wearing a suit, but headphones.
Metal case.
Didn't need it. Just had them all in one small box.
Brilliant.
Boom. I thought this is good stuff. I got some classics here.
Give me an example. Give me an example of that, like the first hour, the warm-up hour.
Rick, I'm coming straight in with Frankie Valli, Oh What a Night.
Brilliant track.
I mean, when those beats start at the beginning, who's not getting on the dance floor? Wait a minute, what's this following it up?
Go on.
It's the Jacksons.
What, I Want You Back?
I Want You Back.
Brilliant. It sounds good at the moment, Carl.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna roar this, because they laid on a good spread. The ceremony was nice, food was nice. I'm thinking this is going to be the piece de resistance.
Yeah.
Alarm bell started ringing.
Why?
When I realised there was a marquee outside. Of course, it's a balmy summer evening. I'm stuck inside on the dance floor. So I'm thinking I'm going to be struggling here to get them in. And even with flavours like this, I thought I'd struggle, Rick. So I'm sat there in my suit. I'm sat behind the steel DJ console. I've got all the big numbers. There's one or two people making some token effort, but frankly, most people are outside everywhere.
no.
So I was livid. Of course, they couldn't hear it out there. So I was playing to an empty room, really, and I was furious. I was absolutely furious. Because, I mean, what is, they're wasting my time. They're wasting, now I could have just stuck the CD on and gone out
They're
there,
wasting
couldn't I?
Frankie Valli's.
Frankie Valli's
They're
time.
wasting the Jackson 5's
They're
time.
wasting, D-Light's time.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm sat there, and there's a couple of people making a cursory effort. Mainly when they come to get a drink from the bar, they might have a little quick, couple of two.
You shout, we don't want your
Not
lot.
interested.
All of you or no
All
one.
of you or no one at all. And then there's a microphone set up because people have been doing speeches. This little girl gets on the mic, right? It's being funneled through the speaker system. So every time I put my headphones on,
Miss Dynamite, was it?
It wasn't sadly Miss Dynamite, although she decided to have a little go at MCing. She was screeching a little head
How
off.
old is she?
Oh, I don't know, 8 or 9. At their most annoying. When children are at their most annoying, because they got a bit of confidence there. They're a bit cocky. They're not shy anymore. They're a bit arrogant.
Yeah.
She's screeching her head off, so I'm playing, and she doesn't know it.
your face!
I'm playing into the groove. No one's getting into the groove because she's going mental. She's just going, what's this? What's this? I don't know what this is. Play something I know. I'm thinking I haven't got any bloody DJ Otsu or Crazy Frog. I'm not going to play what you... So she's just screeching along, ruining it for everyone. I say everyone, there was no one there. So me, she was ruining it for me.
I bet you were really
I'm
angry.
furious. But of course as well, every time she screeched, it went through my headphones. So of course and then her dad comes along, right? And I'm thinking, all right, he's
I
seen
can
what's
just
happening.
imagine you in your suit, sweating, getting annoyed at someone
Livid.
ruining your set that no one's listening
No
to.
one's listening to. I think, her dad's coming over. He's going to put pay to this. He's realised that, she's causing a disturbance. He comes over there, joins in.
No.
Sits her on his lap. He's just saying, she's having a well of a time. I'm thinking I'm furious. I'm thinking it's his responsibility to shut her up. He's not
Yeah,
going to do anything.
I
What can I
agree.
do? I can't step in.
No.
And I know very well that if I interfere, he's going to say, oh, well, she's enjoying herself and no one's dancing anyway, and we'd have just got into a fracas.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to start a fight.
No. Because
So,
I don't know, but he'd have knocked you out, wouldn't he?
Someone would have got knocked out. And I'm not saying who it would have been, but, but to bear in mind, Rick, there would have been 2 of them. And so I didn't want to get into a fight with him. And anyway, so I'm playing. Anyway, so my friend came along. He realised what was happening, and I didn't have the guts to unplug the microphone because he'd have known. You see.
Yeah.
So I got my friend to do it when she had her back turned. So he pulled the plug out. The microphone went dead. She went, "What's going on?" I went, "I don't know what you're talking about." I said, "I don't know." She said, "Where's the microphone?" I said, "You must have broken it." I don't know what's going on. Someone will probably make you pay for that. Anyway, at least we shut her up.
That is great!
But it really went from bad to worse. And there's that thing when you panic, you start panicking, so you're putting on a lot of flavours that you would have saved till the last hour.
What are we talking? Boom, boom, shake, shake,
exactly,
boom?
you're throwing him in early. Love Shack's coming on way too soon.
Really?
Oh, Love Shack before 11. It's heresy, but I had to do it. But anyway, in the end, I made the bride go and get some people in. I said, look, it's your special night, all right, and they're going to enjoy this.
I'll be honest, love, this is a washout, and it's up to you
Exactly.
to turn this wedding around, or I'm walking.
I'm walking, and I tell you, they're going to have a sour memory of this evening unless you bring
so
some
go
people
and
in.
get everyone in dancing.
So she got him in at the end, and
Brilliant.
I'll tell you this, Carl. I mean, I don't know what you say, but they were loving it. They were absolutely loving it. A bloke came over and said, have you got Amarillo? I said, no, but I put on something even better, Delilah. Wedding crowds always go for Delilah. A song, of course, about old man killing his wife. But it always goes down very well, strangely, at weddings. They get into a sort of hokey-cokey thing. They went berserk for it. And I was following it up with, I had the Monkeys, I had all sorts going on.
Brilliant.
Of course, you know what happens.
What?
I'm going great guns. People are absolutely loving it. They're rocking it. I throw in, I had something cracking on at the end. Come On Eileen, of course, was on. People were going berserk for it.
Which is unfortunate because the bride's name was Eileen.
Yeah. And then the bride pipes up. I'm throwing the bouquet. So they all traipse off outside again. I was furious.
Oh, no.
I plugged the microphone back in. I said, what are you doing? We got, but they went out there. And, of course, you can't get them back once they've done that because all the women are running around. I got the thing. And then they got to wave everyone off, throw the confetti.
They ruined your day.
I was having a great time and they ruined it.
She ruined your special day.
She ruined my special night.
Oh, no.
It's on her head.
What would you put on about now, Carl?
What if I was DJing?
Yeah.
Probably a better world party.
Go on then.
Interesting. Put the message in the box, put the message in the car, drive the car around the world, and I'm imagining that message is make poverty history. That's world party, put the message in the box.
Yeah.
Can I just say quickly while I think of it, we get a lot of emails from people, a lot of texts saying, can you send a big shout out, stuff like that. I've just looked at one now, Scott and Julie in Australia listening, they want a big shout out, big shout to them. But there's so many people that do it, and I'm obviously just want to say, sorry we never get to your emails. We're very, very lazy. We never really get to look through them. But we obviously do appreciate you emailing in, texting in, stuff like that. And also, can I send a big shout out to my grandparents, who I believe might be listening on their new digital radio? They're pretty high tech. Very nice country.
Yeah. Are they the merchants of Bristol?
Merchants, yeah. Props to them.
Props to them, yeah.
It's a slightly truncated show, isn't it, today, Carl? We've got Monkey News, I would trust.
I don't like change, and that's what's happened. I'm not
You
happy
don't, do
today.
you? You're like Rain Man.
Yeah.
He really is like Rain Man. Anything change? He's got to get in a little routine. You can't.
I don't like to. I'm not like Suzanne's mum and dad and what have you, where routine cannot change no matter what.
Like what?
Well, we've talked about it where if it's a Tuesday, I'm having sausage, egg and chips no matter where I am. That's what they're like.
Right.
That's what they'll remember, actually. When I'm saying about stuff about Live 8 and all that, people will remember. If people said to a dad, you remember Live 8? Okay, what day was it on? Tuesday. Well, I had sausage and chips. Nothing changes. But the thing is, today, normally we have a bit of a, I know what we're doing where and all that, and it's all sort of messed up.
We don't usually know what we're doing where. We say, what should we do next?
But I know, like, Rockbusters has been done early.
Right.
So that's normally done at about 5 minutes.
That's really throwing you. I say,
I just don't. I don't like all this change and that. It's messing about, isn't it?
Rain Man.
So what do you want now?
Well, what about song with a story?
See, right. Well, last week.
Look at him. He's in a genuinely foul mood.
No, he's actually rocking.
Yeah.
He's actually rocking like Rain Man as well.
Last week we did, like you say, Eric Clapton. This is the section where we play a song with a story. I think every song, if it's a good song, it's got a story. You've got to listen to it, sort of, from the start. You get in the middle, you're going, oh, how's it going to end and all that. Yeah. You wait another minute, you know the ending, you're happy.
But the thing is, as Steve said, sometimes you're disappointed with it, so it's just not a good story. And as Steve said, I'm not sure you're finding what you need in a song for a story. Why don't you read a book, a novel? If you want a really good story that engrosses you, why don't you read a book? You're not going to get it from a pop song.
I haven't got time for a book. Song's 3.5 minutes.
And that's it, is it? And that satisfied you?
Well, yeah, it gets you thinking for a few minutes, then you move on.
Then you stop thinking.
2 minutes 50, this one, right? It's brilliant.
Go on, Ed.
It's about, last week we talked about the little crippled fella, right? This one...
as I say, I don't think we say cripple anymore, but go on.
All right, this one, someone emailed in saying, if you want a song about that, this is a song you ought to listen to, right?
Right.
It's about this fella who, basically something happened. I think he's in a wheelchair, right, for some reason.
You thought that last time.
His wife, likes going out. She doesn't take him with her when she goes out.
Right. Is it Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town?
Yeah.
Brilliant song.
Well, I'll just play it then.
Yeah, great song.
All right.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just, it's a good story. It starts off well and that. You're feeling sorry for him, but then he says, where's my gun?
Yeah. Because she's a slut.
Why?
Because she's going off.
Yeah, but what does he expect her to do?
What? Just because he paralysed his legs fighting for his country, presumably in Vietnam War, says that crazy Asian war. So he's gone, he's fought for his country, he's taken a bullet, he's come home, he can't walk, he should be a hero, and then his wife's going out putting it about downtown.
Why do I never meet women like Ruby?
XFM.
Forever Lost, the magic numbers on XFM 104.9. Well, the concert's kicked off, Steve.
Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed that we're still here, really. Let's try and wrap this up quite quickly and then shoot
No
off.
one's listening anyway.
Nah, we could talk about anything.
Well, we do.
Yeah, true.
It makes no difference to
We
us,
could do a
does
lot
it?
more swearing than we normally do. We could do even more. I was talking to Karl the other night, because I've been rewatching for some reason that film Witness with Harrison Ford, where he's a
great film.
policeman that has to protect a little boy who's part of an Amish community. Amish?
Yeah.
And I tried to explain to Karl...
You look plain, John Book.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I was obviously trying to explain the Amish to Karl. He'd never heard of them. Completely stony-faced.
Amazing.
Amused. Now for those...
Okay, you'd explained it to him, have
Yeah.
you? Okay, then.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what you said, but I'm assuming you got it right, right? Karl, now tell me back now, what are the Amish?
They're just people who sort of live like in the olden times. So to them, they're sort of in about 1842 or something. So they're getting old papers and that. They haven't cut up to.
No.
They don't have telly.
They don't deny that the 20th century has happened. They just don't want to be part of it. They look up and they see planes and they know what they are, and they go into the town and they see it in the window of Dixon's, a telly. They just don't want to be part of it.
No, they're still living. They
are still living like it's
that's what I mean. Yeah,
but they know about everything else. They just don't want to be part of it because they think that the sort of the revolution was a bad thing. They think that society became more and more depraved, and they wanted to go away from it, and they want to go back to old values, and they think they don't need TV and jets and that way of life. They can survive in the old way because the old way was better.
Missing out on Live 8.
Yeah,
but they haven't had Band-Aid yet.
Yeah.
I think this is the problem that Karl had. He in his mind, they were just a bit delayed, so that in his head they were slowly moving towards the 20th century.
They wouldn't be able to watch most of these bands, all their electric guitar. They'd be allowed to watch Tracy Chapman.
Yeah.
Doing an acoustic set.
Yeah.
Between the bands. Yeah. That'd be all right.
But no, in Karl's mind, it's like if he...
Although they wouldn't like Fast Car. They wouldn't like a scene about that. They go, I don't know what you're talking about. Pony and Trap. You got a pony and trap. That'd be all right.
But are they still? Do they still get sort of rubbish posts and that saying we need your money for this, or get behind this charity?
They live in an isolated community. They're farmers, aren't they? They're farmers.
It's an agricultural community, and they're obviously very staunchly religious. In actual fact, it would suit you very well because you hate crowds, you hate groups of people, you don't like the modern world. You'd love it down there, wouldn't you?
He wouldn't like getting up at 4 o'clock to milk a cow, though, would he?
Well, no, but he'd get used to it.
Go back to bed, couldn't you?
It's probably out. I mean, have they got anything to do with the Hare Krishna people?
No, nothing at all.
Because out of all the religions, that's I'm not a religious person. I don't understand.
You're
it.
only saying Hare Krishna because you've got the head. That's the only reason you think it'd
I'm
be...
halfway there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, out of all, you just what was that?
Money just fell out of my pocket where I'm nearly laying down.
That's the danger of wearing sweatpants everywhere you go.
I'm only ever lying down in a chair.
No, I'm I've never been a religious type. If people want to do it, I let them do it and what have you.
Good of you.
But out of all of them, I want one that's not going to take over your life. I don't want one where you've got to get up 3 times a day and you've got to go and pray and that you've got to get up early. Forget that. It's getting in the way. But if it's something like... I was walking to work the other day, right, across Oxford Street. There's a little Hare Krishna fella there. And he sort of had... he had a leaflet and stuff. And he said, are you interested? And I said, what do you do? And he said, well, we're against getting stressed out and what have you. And he gave me a plum. They hand out food for some reason. But I sort of asked a few questions.
just the imagery. These two bold people, one of which is wearing an orange smock,
holding a plum in the middle.
He hands the other one a plum. It's almost like you can imagine some kind of religious painting.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know, what is their sort of main thing? Because he didn't really tell me that much. He was a Japanese bloke, so I didn't know what he was saying that much.
Why? He wasn't speaking English?
Not very well. He wasn't the best sales bloke to send out for them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what's that? Are they? You're saying they're nothing like?
Well, I believe Hare Krishna is a kind of as an offshoot of a sort of Buddhist faith.
It is. I think they are Buddhist, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously their kind of trademark, as it were, is that they have to say. I believe they have to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna in a certain rhythm, in a certain order, a certain amount of times per day. That's why you see them all down the street saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, because it's actually a sort of religious chant which they're obliged to do. So you see, even if you go into the Hare Krishna faith, you may find yourself, in Tesco or whatever, forced to say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Out loud, not just thinking it.
Yeah, no, out loud.
You can put it on an iPod and
you couldn't put that on an iPod. No, it doesn't count. No, I think you have to actually say it. So I guess that kind of eats into your social life a little bit.
And there's the wearing orange as well.
Particularly frustrating, I imagine, if you're in a cinema or a library. A little bit awkward there, midway through.
Or
Star
you
Wars,
live next door to a bloke called Hare Krishna, who constantly thinks you're calling him.
Yeah,
that probably.
Yeah, so that's in this. I mean, I don't think we've quite done the Hare Krishna faith. It's full service there, but so interesting to you. I mean, you got handed a plum. You've been treated well by them.
Yeah, but he couldn't tell. I just wanted to know how much time it would take up. What are the benefits? What can you do? What can
I think the benefits are they probably don't get stressed out. They've probably got that sort of that zen, that chi-ness about them, where they try and interact and
quite meditative.
Yeah. I've got some nice trainers as well, don't they, with their orange.
What are you looking for then in a faith, Karl? You say what are the benefits? I mean, obviously Catholicism, you get the communion wine and bread, so...
Yeah, but I can afford that.
Right.
Probably just I like the Crusaders. I was forced into joining that as a kid because a mate sort of joined it, and he sort of said he'd join in. I sort of swore at him. I said, I'm not doing that. Right? Yeah. He said, right, if you don't come with me, I'll tell your mum that you just swore. So I was like, oh. So I went. So I went along, and I used to just go on the Friday when they played, Sabutio and stuff. And then I went on one Sunday, and it was totally different. There was no Sabutio. There was no sort of
table tennis.
The thing where you hold a thing and knock things over. Skittles. There was all that on a Friday. Went on the Sunday. It was rubbish. He said, right, sit down in this room. They gave me a Bible. Thought, this looks too heavy, this is too big, I'm not interested in this book. And I never went again. I used to hide on a Sunday when they came round. And that's been the only sort of...
I suddenly, why did it suddenly turn out to have to hide on a Sunday when they're coming round?
Because they wouldn't leave. They wouldn't leave.
Who was it? Were they adults?
It was well, he seemed like an adult to me at the time, but he was probably about 27.
Well, that is an adult.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? He seemed a lot older when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And he came knocking and that, and he used to say to me, Mum, I'll just tell him I'm ill or something. And they used to hang around to see if I'd eventually come out to play and that. And if I did, I think they would have grabbed me and took me there.
I love the idea that for you, religion has to bring with it some kind of gift. It's like, join our faith and you get an alarm clock radio. It's like something like
I think religion does bring a gift. Usually, it's
the gift of the Lord.
Well, the gift of everlasting life, isn't it? And that's the problem with it, A lot of people believe in it because they think...
But for Karl, his feeling is like, that should be a given. That's safe. I'm definitely going home with eternal life. But what else can I have? Is there an iPod?
You have to have a religion? Because obviously I don't have a religion. I don't miss it, and I wouldn't want one. I'm an atheist, and that's out of belief. That's out of logic. And we don't get into the politics or the morality of it. Why do you feel you need a religion? Why don't you just get a hobby?
Well, I didn't want one. I don't want one. I just was saying that, if I was to get one, which one would I go for? Is what I'm saying.
I'd like to see you perhaps as a Jew. I think Judaism would suit you well, I think.
What are the hours like for that?
Tough. Can be tricky.
That's what I mean. I don't want anything that's, And they have a day where they don't eat and stuff. I couldn't be doing that.
So they have days when they eat too much?
Yeah, but what happens if I'm not that hungry that day? Like I say, I don't like change. No. I like my Cheerios in the morning. I
I still have that other girl in my head by Elvis Costello and Burt Bacharach on this final XFM show. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
Well, we nearly got to wrap it up. I think we've got to do the Rockbusters winner and give someone those lovely prizes. Monkey News, then we're out of here. We'll maybe come back, maybe do some Christmas specials.
I don't want to make any promises.
Right then, first one. First one was Richard's kid. He cuts hair for a living.
Yeah, what's that?
That was, well, try and work it out.
No,
you know.
there's no point.
Dick's son, yeah, he was a barber. Barbara Dixon, right?
Doesn't work.
Dixon, well, again...
Barbara Dixon.
Right,
Her name wasn't Barbara Dixon, was it?
So, that's that one.
Did Ronnie Corbett ever say, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Barbara Dixon?
Second
no,
one.
he never did, did he? He never did.
I have a problem saying the French word for well. What's the French word for well?
Bon, isn't it? That's good. What?
No, that's good, though.
Bell? Well, no, what?
Isn't it bien?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I have a problem saying it, so I can't say it. I can't say bien. I can't say bien. Can't say Kasabian, right? So they managed to work that one out.
That's
say,
one of your worst, that.
Can't say bien. Can't say bien.
Can't say bien, it's not...
Yeah. And the last one...
Work.
That's terrible.
8 kebabs, 2 kebabs, plus 57 kebabs, times 27 kebabs. This fella is struggling working it out. What's the answer there? DS, right? A Donna sum, right? So he's struggling working it out. It's a Donna sum, right? So they got that right as well. So
What was the answer?
Donna Summer.
Donna Summer.
Yeah, Donna Summer. So just pick
went
one,
out on a
Steve.
high then.
Steve, just pick one.
We went out on a high.
That was shocking.
What about let's have a look. There's
Well, it's the first one to get all three. Steve, what's the first one with all three?
Well, there's so many here.
Yeah, but this is the first one that came through in time-wise.
probably that one.
No, I don't like Rob because he's been slagging us off. In fact, no, let's give it to Rob. He hates
If he's the
show.
first, if he's the first...
No, to be honest with you, Rob's been slagging us off, but at least he knows... I mean, at least he's got some taste.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, what, if he was the
So-
first, then Rob's the winner.
Well, yeah, we'll give Rob, he gets Ladder 49 and a bunch of other DVDs, but that means he goes straight into the
you're
hat
putting him
for
in
the
there
big
now.
draw. I'm just going to write his name now, I'm going to throw that straight in the hat. I can imagine that no one, even the people who've entered, are that excited. Not because the prizes aren't great, but I'm worried that they don't appreciate it, Rick. Do you know, I get the feeling that our listeners, they just don't appreciate the fact that we've gone to all this trouble. We've got the Homer Simpson drawing and things like that. I just feel like these people don't deserve it. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. I just wish we had a better quality of listener. Like, people who listen to Radio 2, they deserve it. You know, they're elderly and infirm, some of them. It would really cheer them up. But our lot, you know, drug addicts,
Yeah, let me pick
you
it
know,
out.
truck drivers. So I've just put all the names in the hat, all the previous winners from the previous weeks, and Rob as well.
Is Pilky going to put it out?
Do you want Pilky or do you want Ricky?
Oh, well, let's have the shaved monkey do it.
All right. Plunge your hand in there.
It's just that's one, isn't it?
That's it.
there?
Just pull that one out. Check who it is.
Right, it's Gavin Thompson in Edinburgh.
Well done, Gav.
Are we going to get them up there?
That's not his problem. You got to post them. You got to pay. They're amazing prizes.
Yeah, but the Spinal Tap one, it's about 5 foot, isn't it?
Well, they can post it. It'll cost them a few quid. It's a radio station.
I think he should have to come and collect it. No, just because then it'll at least
Hold on.
it'll prove that
Where's he
he's interested.
from?
Edinburgh.
Give it to Bob Geldof. I'll give it to Bob Geldof.
He's walking up there. So
He can look it.
XFM.
Chewing breaks. Fishing for a dream. That's what we're fishing for, isn't it? We're fishing for a dream today.
What's
Trying
that
to make
dream?
poverty. I don't know what I was talking about.
It doesn't matter what you're saying, Rick. No one's listening.
No one's listening. Well, we've got to finish anyway.
Think about the fact that think how small our percentage of listeners is anyway.
Anyway, and then you two are on stage
Yeah.
at the moment.
This is like broadcasting during Christmas dinner. This is the same. It's just
On the
pointless.
hospital radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where everyone's got an iPod for Christmas.
Yeah. On the ward.
yeah. Well, we're going to go through now till 5:30, and I've got to rush off, I'm afraid, to Live 8.
Don't apologise, mate. When people see the glam that you're bringing to that event.
They don't even care about the people introducing it. Comedians going, ladies and gentlemen, just get on with it.
No, I agree.
No, I've got a good joint here. Two blokes will get on with it. Bring on Madonna. But we're going to give it to them. Carl, we're going to go through to the end. We've done everything we have to do. Monkey News. The final Monkey News of the year, possibly. It's been a joy. I'd just like to say, on behalf of myself, Steve Merchant, and this little bald mank, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Yeah.
But, we should just point out as well, if you miss Rockbusters while we're away. Yeah, right. You can log on to xfm.co.uk/Rockbusters, where you can actually see Karl himself introducing you to an interactive game of Rockbusters.
Looks very much like Blockbusters.
It does, surprisingly. But yeah, you can join into that.
And there's also, talking of monkey news, there's a link on the website. I'm trying to think where you go. I think if you go on my little biography bit, someone's done some animation to some old monkey news.
Oh, it's brilliant. Great.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're having withdrawal symptoms of monkey news, then you can find some classic
And it's
monkey news on
animated. Classic monkey
I feel
news.
drained today.
there. Do you?
Go on.
This is the strangest radio show in the world.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we can do that. We can talk about this and go, I feel drained today. Just like he's not... Like, no one's listening. Because that's the sort of thing you say socially and no one listens. Like, just when you're washing up, I feel drained today. It's rhetorical. Yeah. You're not expecting anyone, not even your loved ones, to go, oh, really? They just go, that. But to do it live on air, no one's listening.
What I mean is just give us a jingle.
But the
Exactly.
But the truth is,
the contempt we have for our poor listeners is unbelievable.
The listeners aren't listening, and we don't want to be here. So this really is one of the most pointless things ever.
No, I would have been quite happy to do a full show.
But you know what?
The flow of it's just.
I would love to listen to this back in 10 years. This actual show. Let's keep this forever. Let's keep this show forever. The show, we went early. We were bored. It was a day we're trying to save Africa, but we're a little bit annoyed that no one's listening. Yeah. Right. Right. Once and for all, the final monkey news of the year.
Oh, go on.
What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, if you're not into the Live 8 and you're gay, you're not listening. Because you're on a walk.
Right, okay. Right. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right. There's this card game going on, right? in the big hotel in Vegas.
Right.
The Luxor Hotel in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a major card game. All the big players and that were involved. Right? They're all invited. Anyway, so they all meet up in this dark room at the back of the.
Oh, there we go, dark room.
At the back
they didn't work. They didn't see the little 4-foot hairy fella. So it was brilliant at poker.
Like I say, it's a big game, and that everyone's been waiting for it. So it's played in the back room, not in the main entrance bit, right? So anyway, like I say, it's dark in there and what have you, and the players went in. There was already someone sat in there, right?
Right.
But they couldn't quite see.
Was he a short, hairy bloke with slightly longer arms than legs?
Couldn't see him.
Where his arms slightly longer than his legs? Strangely enough.
Was he holding his hand of cards with his feet?
Anyway, so the cards were dealt, right? Cards were dealt. Games going on.
His cards with his feet.
Game went on for hours, right?
No one's listening. The terrible thing is that not even we're listening to Karl now.
I know.
Literally no one is listening to Karl.
There was a lot of smoking going on.
It's going on.
A lot of eating and nuts going on. That was a bit weird because they don't normally get through as many, but for this night. So, come on, let's just play Bruce.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you maybe at Christmas time.
Goodbye.
Yeah.